Hi everybody, I'm excited to share some new products with you. Philosophy's Purity Pore Extractor Mask and the very first full coverage moisturizer. Yep, it's from It. So say bye-bye to your foundation. Hi everybody. Well, it's been a long time and I'm still in the process of getting settled, but I thought, you know what, I want to come on and talk to you about a couple of products that I have been using and a couple that are new and I'm really liking. I think I'm going to end up finding them in my favorites. First of all, just as part of a little catch up, I did move. I'm in the process of continuing to move in. And for right now, this is kind of going to be my setup. It's one of those areas that I had to make functional so that I could get myself ready. I'm actually wearing a new product that I recently purchased by It Cosmetics, and it's the Bye Bye Foundation SPF 50, and it's the full coverage moisturizer. Has great coverage. It feels good on my skin. It's not super heavy, and I think it's going to be exactly what I'm looking for more of an everyday kind of basis. I don't usually like to put on full face of makeup, heavy makeup, unless I'm going out, unless, you know, it's a dress up, go out type thing. But for everyday use, I like to have sun protection on my skin, and I do use a skincare regimen that does contain SPF. And this, though, is a hydrating, and it says it's anti-aging. It does say full coverage moisturizer, and it leaves a really nice glow on your face, which I was really concerned about because I just wasn't sure if it was going to leave me too oily, because I do have oily skin. And the glow at first is, I would consider it, because of the moisturizer, it goes on glowy. So you really need to kind of give it that few minutes to just sort of settle into your skin. And I purchased this actually through QVC because they were having the special with the brush. And as you can see, it's a really nice, soft, but very dense brush. And it's triangular shaped. And it really does a great job spreading the foundation moisturizer. And I'll show you the tubing. This is actually the tubing, and it comes in a little pump. And I literally just do two little semi pumps. I don't want to waste it right now. Out, just two little ones, not even depressing the button all the way down, because it has great coverage. So far, I've been using it for probably the past maybe 10 days or so, and I'm really liking it. I like the way it wears. I like the way it goes on. But at first, like I said, I was a little bit leery because it does leave your face with that moisturized look, glowy. But once you start spreading it around with your brush and just let it set for a while and soak into your skin, it feels great. The next product that I have been using, and I've talked about this in a past video, but I really wanted to come back on and show you, is the Charlotte Tilbury. And this is called it has pretty long name. It's the Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder, and it is a micro powder, and it has some really great ingredients in it, and it is just so different than any other powder that I've ever tried or used, and it leaves just such a nice finish on your skin. It's almost kind of hard to describe. It's not heavy. I never get any buildup in my T-zone area, and sometimes a lot of compact powders do that, and they tend to like clog my pores, but this has a really soft feel to it. I guess the best way to describe it is silky, but I've been using this, and I love it. I absolutely love it. It's just probably the best compact powder I have ever used. It just does something to your skin, and you can feel it, you can see it, and it's worth the money, very much worth the money. So what I'm wearing today on my face is the Bye Bye Foundation Moisturizer, and just that, and then I let it soak in, and then I topped it with the Charlotte Tilbury powder. I have on my Prep and Prime by MAC, and this is in the Radiant Rose color under my eyes. I have on the Tarte blush, and what I did was I just took that blush and I just used it as a little bit of shadow on my eyes. I have on a sample from NARS of their mascara, which was really, you know, it's really kind of nice, but the writing is so small on it. I'm not quite sure what it is, but it's kind of a nice mascara. You can see it just sort of separated my lashes, and I'm liking it so far, but I'll wear it and see what the wear is. I have on my favorite, it's the Chanel eyeliner, and it's pretty worn out. I get it in the dark brown color, and it's really a great liner. It doesn't wear off. It doesn't have bad at all smudging at all. Actually, once you put it on, it just stays put. I've been using this for this particular Chanel liner for a long time, and it's a repurchase all the time. Next on my eyebrows, of course, is my favorite, which is the Brow Wiz by Anastasia. And recently, a couple of months ago, I switched over to what's called Granite, and I'll show you the actual color of it. That's it right there. And it really seemed to be a much more complimentary tone for my eyebrows, since my hair has grown out and is all natural. This is its natural color in the salt and pepper. And the other soft brown that I was using by Anastasia for years and years just had a little bit too much red in it, but once my hair completely grew out, this Granite color has been a really, really nice color combination, so I really like that. And on my lips, I have on the Charlotte Tilbury, I think it's called Lip Cheat, lined with that, and then I just kind of fill it in lightly, and then I topped it with the Buxom, and I think this is the White Russian, yeah. And this I love. This has like been one of my favorites for years and years and years. And you can just see it's just a nice little blushy gloss, and it has a good tingle to it, and I really love it. So I wanted to talk about that, those products, because some of those I have been using for a while, but new in a different way, like the color shade on the Anastasia. And something that is just new also for me is by Purity, and this is a Pore Extractor mask, and I've had it for a while, but being so busy, I've been using what I have on hand for masks. But I did try this once and loved it. So I'm going to be doing another mask facial tonight. It's an exfoliating clay mask. And this is the box that it comes in. And actually, I think, I'm not, don't quote me on this, but Sephora might be running a special where you buy one and then you get the second one like half price. So it's a really good deal. Now, I don't know if they still have it. You'd have to check, but I really like this. Now, I use Skincare Regimen by Rodan and Fields, and I have for over a year. Love it, love it, love it. The regimen that I actually use is the Redefine, and it also is an everyday clay mask wash. And I absolutely love it. It's designed to clean your pores. It's designed to help mask your pores. You know, you can never get rid of your pores. For some of us that have that issue with our pores getting larger as we age and our skin getting a little saggier, I guess, some of us just have, you know, a pore issue. And I like to try to keep my pores as clean as I can. But with the Rodan and Fields skincare regimen, the Redefine, it really works on shrinking your pores, getting your pores to where they're cleansed and cleaned out. And my skin has made such an amazing, it's been an amazing difference since I've been using that particular regimen. But I still like to use, and I do use what's called the microdermabrasion paste regularly 3 times a week. That is a fantastic product by Rodan and Fields. It is a really nice exfoliant because it's not harsh. It has a very nice, gentle feel, but it makes a huge difference in really knocking down those old dead skin cells, and your face feels as soft as velvet after every use. It's like so addicting that when you do it, you just look forward to, oh, I'm going to do this 3 times a week and, you know, get my skin into such great shape. And I've had a jug of it, and it's lasted me 10 months. And I'm just getting down to the very nibbly end of it, and will definitely repurchase because it's one of those exfoliants that sometimes with an exfoliant, I find it's too harsh on my skin. And even if I use the most gentle approach, it's just that combination of the sand and sugar scrubs sometimes can just be so irritating. And I find with the microdermabrasion paste, I don't get any of that. It is just a great exfoliant. It leaves my skin not only soft, but with a beautiful glow, and I use it 3 times a week in place of my normal face wash. So even though I do use a clay-based face wash that I put on my skin, leave it on a couple of minutes, do other things, brush my teeth or whatever I'm doing, let it come to a gentle dry, and then rinse it off. It also is extremely refreshing and has done just made such an improvement on the condition of my pores. So I was very interested in this particular mask. I like to do a mask a couple of times a week, and this just caught my attention because it said Pore Extractor. So I am always, like I said, looking for something that really helps with cleaning out and keeping those pores clean and removing, you know, any deep debris that's under the skin. So I've used this once and I loved it. It goes on really well. I left it on for 15 minutes as it said, and it had a really nice effect on my skin afterwards. It was not red. And you know, I do love Purity products. I use them in the shower. I just feel like they're so moisturizing for my skin, and I was interested in trying this, and I think you'll love it. I'm going to do another mask tonight, and usually for me, the first couple of times in using a product, now this is a product that you don't want to use 2 days in a row because I like to make sure that my skin isn't going to have any type of reaction to it, but after the first use of it, I felt like my skin felt good, and I wasn't looking for any miraculous you know, great looking pores by that point, but I think with continued use, it's going to be a great product to add to my regimen. So I think that's all I have for right now, and just wanted to get back into doing a little bit of video filming and come back on, and hope all is well. And until next time, be kind, be humble, and age gracefully. Bye.